Hi, everyone. My name is Olga Timirgalieva, and I am a second-year MBA student at Sloan. Early on during core, I joined two professional clubs. First was a tech club and also MCC. I was leaning very much towards consulting, but still wanted to explore other options, specifically in big tech. Both clubs helped me connect with my peers who had similar goals, but also with other second years who were very helpful in giving advice, helping me review my resume and prepare for interviews as well. So specifically a plug for MCC. I really felt like that community helped me find others who were going through a similarly stressful time, and we were able to support each other. On the in addition to professional clubs, I was also part of several affinity groups. So Sloan Pride, Veterans Association, Swim, and now a new affinity club on campus, Fly at Sloan. It's a club for first generation low income background students. So affinity clubs, I feel, give access to specific events that might not otherwise be open to other groups. And I've always found that the connections made via this route end up being more meaningful and helpful in both selecting the career path and also making progress in your preparation. So one good example is a Pride event called ROMBA, Reaching Out MBA, which is an annual conference where students have access to a variety of employers and can ask any questions in a very low pressure environment. At Fly Club, we're also now working with employers to make dedicated events for Fly students. I love being a core fellow, and I think it's for two reasons. One is the community of core fellows itself, which is just amazingly welcome and awesome. We've been able to support each other and grow bonds even in this time when things are more difficult. The second reason is I love helping others. I've always been energized by being able to help people, whether it was volunteering as a firefighter or serving in the Coast Guard. And Core Fellows is a unique program, allows to do that, right? Allows second years to share our knowledge and experience and just be there, even as a friend to lean on for first years who are completely new to Sloan and are still adjusting to many things and, have their own unique struggles. So we hope as Core Fellows serve as a bridge between the two, cohorts and make the community overall just more tight knit. So in that way, I've really appreciated the structure that the Core Fellow program provides with training that Core Fellows get. And then, we get specific ways that we can connect and support first years in their journeys. I'd say my most important advice is to talk to people and ask questions. A great thing about being at Sloan is that we have access to talk to a variety of people across different fields. And we can talk both to representative from the companies and to our peers, students who worked in that industry before. So you can learn if the career change is the right one for you and how to prepare, for the potential pivot and what pitfalls to avoid. My second advice is to prepare. Every industry has ways to position yourself to succeed in recruiting. And while most of the time you can't control the outcome completely, I've always found peace of mind in doubling down on the variables I could control. So with consulting, for example, it can be showing my interest in the firm, practicing mental math, or listening to a business podcast. So doing things that I knew would benefit me and ensuring that if something didn't work out, it was, luck of the draw and not lack of preparation on my part. One other advice I would want to share is to not let imposter syndrome get in the way of trying different things. Don't close opportunities for yourself before you get a chance to try them, before you get a chance to learn about them. There's so much available at Sloan that just go for it. I think networking is easiest when you share things in common. So in short, striving to find people who you can relate to. For me, I didn't come from a traditional top business school background. I'm a Fly student, My parents are low-income immigrants, and I'm a first-generation student. I worked in the metals industry before, and I was very far from the environment and background that is shared by so many others, both at Sloan and also at consulting firms where I was recruiting for. With that said, I found that my most successful networking happened when I was able to find, someone who I can relate to and something to talk to, who's the other person. I found that meeting people through affinity groups was the easiest way to find those people I clicked with. Um, I've connected to contacts at the firms through Pride and veterans groups. And once I was talking to someone, I asked them for additional people to connect with, someone who could match my interest and my background. And then you just kind of try to stay in touch and develop those relationships. I have three-part advice. First is don't be hesitant to ask questions, asking for help, or just asking to connect and chat with someone. I think showing that genuine enthusiasm about the company goes a long way. And it also helps you kind of gauge how responsive or welcoming that company's environment is. Um, the second advice is to always remember to say thank you. It's a small thing, but it goes a long way. A quick thank you note doesn't have to be, nothing official or inauthentic. It can be a quick text or two-liner email expressing your gratitude. So I think getting into the habit of thanking people who've helped you, along the way is overall a good thing. It's a classy thing to do, and it helps keep relationship going. Third advice is to kind of keep checking in with your contacts. So take interest in what they've shared with you. Send short, quick notes, around holidays, or give a quick update. You've got an interview invite, or you've moved on to the next step, or just check in. I think that kind of helps build a more genuine and long-lasting connection.